Welcome to the C-Suite of the Open Video Series with TMX Group. I'm Arnie Goldstein, the head of company services based out of Vancouver. Joining me today is Rob Henderson, the CEO of Great Panther Mining. Welcome, Rob. You're 3 weeks on the job now. What are your initial impressions of the opportunities at Great Panther? Why were you so excited to take on this new CEO role? And can you comment on some of the changes to your board?
Sure. Thanks, Arnie. Yeah, as you said, it's day 16 on the job for me right now, so it's been a bit of drinking from the fire hose. But I believe that Great Panther is a great company with great assets in great jurisdictions. My background as an engineer, I'm an operations guy. I grew up in the gold mining industry, spent time in the gold mines in Johannesburg. I spent time with Kinross Gold Corporation. And I think that gold is going to lead the commodity cycle up. And so I was very keen to get back into the gold business when I left Amerigo Resources last year. And when I looked at Great Panther, I saw that they've got great assets in Brazil. I like Brazil. I spent a lot of time there when I was with Kinross, and their geological potential is fantastic. And the management teams are second to none. They've got a great mining expertise in the country. So Brazil, check that box, really good. Mexico, when Bob Archer started the company, we had two great mines in Mexico, Tokyo and Guanajuato. So they've been producing consistently, and I believe they will be producing consistently for a very long time. And then finally in Peru, we have the asset down there, which I believe again is in a great jurisdiction. So what I'm hoping to bring to the team is a steady hand on the tiller to bring a level of predictability to our operations and increase our currency. I think we are undervalued in the market right now relative to our peers. But I think what I'm particularly most excited about is our new board. David Garofalo is our new chair, and David certainly brings to the table expertise from his time as CEO of Goldcorp, Agnico, and Hudbay. So he's been at the helm of some of the great gold companies in Canada, and I'm really excited to see that he's brought on Alan Hare, an operations guy, who will be very valuable to us. And likewise, Joe Gallucci, who has access to the financial markets in Toronto. So that'll open many doors to us. So I think we have a refreshed board. We have a set of assets that I believe can deliver, and I'm excited to get going.
That's great. So the acquisition of Chicano was completed just over a year ago. What has Great Panther achieved over the first 12 months of ownership of that asset?
Chicano is a wonderful asset. It was started off by Anglo American. They founded Goldcorp, got it going, and then Bedell came in and put a lot of capital into it. So it's got a great pedigree. But what Great Panther I think has done is managed a very stable transition. Always, when you're transitioning from one owner to another, it's a difficult time, and transitions are tough. And I think Great Panther has done a very good job in putting in a Brazilian management team there with the skills that are needed in that particular environment. So we've got local management who understand the stakeholders in the region, they understand the methodology, and they understand what the capabilities of the country are. So I think putting in a local management team has been a great success story for Great Panther. And also, we've also been providing capital and exploration dollars to the company. We put in an oxygen plant last year, which tremendously helped with the gold recoveries. And this year we're planning on a big drill campaign. So I think the two big takeaways are a stable management team, and we're putting money into developing the asset.
Fantastic. Are you also drilling at other mines in Mexico? What are your opportunities there?
Sure. We do have two mines in Mexico, Guanajuato and Topia. They've been going since 2005, when Bob Archer started the company. And they generate about 1.5 million ounces of silver equivalent a year. So, they're steady producers. They are located in mining areas that are, over 200 years old. So the geological potential we know is there. They definitely have the precious metals in the ground. It's just very difficult to drill. Both mines are narrow vein underground operations, and you can never have too much of an inventory ahead of you. You're always drilling for the next couple of years. You just can't put a decade of reserves onto the book. So we every year we drill there, and every year we replace reserves to carry on mining. So I think it's going to be a bit more of the same there. We do expect to carry on for a long time in Mexico, and drilling enough to fill the mill for the next couple of years.
That's great. So now that Great Panther is diversified and grown into really an intermediate producer with mines on 2 solid jurisdictions, what are your next plans for growth?
Yeah, I think we're positioning ourselves as a growing precious metal producer in the Americas. So we've got assets in Mexico, assets in Brazil and Mexico, and assets in Peru. And I think we've got strong management teams in place for all of those. So we've got very good foundation blocks for growing the business. We're producing, we're generating cash flow, and I think we've got a positive tailwind from the gold price helping us to push along. And I think what investors are looking for in these times are safe havens. And I believe that gold is going to provide that. Governments, around the world are going to be writing checks to households and industries just to help them survive. So, government debt is going to go up significantly. And, I believe central banks are going to be under the gun to increase inflation to, stimulate the economy. And inflation will also help, lower the debt relative to GDP. So I believe we are entering into an environment where gold is going to do very well, and certainly, we intend to benefit from that tailwind and grow the company along with the gold price.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining me today, Rob, and hope to see you on the markets.
Thank you, Arnie.